Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for a big one. Girls soccer, Greater Boston League. Somerville 8-3-1. Link Classical 9-2-1. And in this game, like now, Somerville, if they play 18, a win or a tie today would qualify them for the state tournament. Link Classical 9-2-1. They're already in the state tournament, but they'd like to keep progressing, build that record up, and get as many wins as possible to get a better seeding in the tournament. And obviously, Somerville would like the same. Kick deep. Baker comes out. She doesn't catch it. She kicks it away and is booted further away. And it'll go out off Somerville. So a big game for both teams. I don't know the name of the Somerville coach because it's not on the roster. And on the roster, it actually says no coaches assigned. I know they have coaches. Jessica Mbali doing an outstanding job. Since taking over, she's been a huge asset to the girls' team. Somerville in the white. Classical normally in green and gold, but they're wearing their special shirts that they wear. This is Cancer Awareness Month. They sent that across, and Classical was able to get a piece and knock it away. It's a funny day. There are big white clouds all around the park. Right over the park are big black clouds. I don't think we're supposed to get rain. And every once in a while, bright sunshine is all over the park. It comes out very, very bright, and then all of a sudden it disappears behind one of those clouds. It's comfortable. It's not warm like it was earlier in the season when we were in the 70s and 80s. But we're still in the 60s and 70s, and it's comfortable enough. No more t-shirts and shorts, but light jackets and to try and stay warm. Out in front, Classical has to kick it away. Baker went to go get it, and when she got it, one of her own players got a piece and tipped it away. And it was Luke's out in front, and a Classical defender. It was either Field or Rouse. Cleared it away. Long run for Papazoglou. Some goaltender gets there first. Their goaltender is Julia Raffkind. Megan Baker for Classical. The Rams against the Highlanders. Somerville putting a lot of early pressure on. Classical finally gets it in the Somerville end. And Somerville takes it away. Skips through. Foot race. McKenna Duncan gets there first and knocks it out. Bouncing loose, still loose. Somerville keeping it alive. Trying to get a shot, can't get the shot off. Duncan blocked the shot. It got knocked away by Escobar, and finally winds up back almost at midfield. Papazoglu picked off the pass, knocks it deep. Somerville will get there first. Parker did a nice job hustling and knocked it out off Somerville. And Escobar will put it in play. Runs up all the way back with Duncan. She boots it up. And Somerville clears it away. Off field. Liliana Parker kicked it back upfield. Duncan picks off the pass nicely. Gets the loose ball back. Tipped away by Somerville and cleared away. Somerville knocks it deep. It's a foot race. Baker comes all the way out to the 10-yard line. Gets there first with a white shirt bearing down on her. That might have been Camellia Plata. Plata took it away. Bosco clearing it away. Escobar got a foot on it. I think they switched up. Escobar is normally a defender. She's playing up front, and Duncan has moved back to play defense, along with Rouse and Field and Liliana Parker. Out off classical. Goes out. And let's see if it's a throw-in or a corner kick for Somerville. Looks like it's going to be a throw-in. Went out right around the flag. And it goes out off Somerville. Somerville has had possession most of the time. Neither team has got a real good shot on net. Neither goaltender has been tested. Papazoglu knocked away, but couldn't go get it. Duncan picks it off. Papazoglu walking in. She's close. Got the good shot off. Rafkin made a great save. Mia Duncan made the nice pass. Papazoglu walked in, took the nice shot. Rafkin made a great save and keeps it 0-0. And the corner kick coming up. And Lazo will take the corner kick. Out in front, Somerville got a piece, and they clear it away. Parker got a foot on it, but they're going to tell. I don't know if it's her foot came over her head or if it made contact with her hand. They blew it and gave Somerville the free kick. I've been doing these games a long time. I still don't understand the rules. Parker tips it ahead. Juarez with it. Still with it. Somerville finally takes it away. Escobar took it away. Touch pass from Gianna Parker, picked off. They knock it deep. Leanna Parker's going to get there, and she knocks it out. That's going to give Somerville a corner kick. She was in the foot race with Somerville, and when she got to it, all she could do was kick it up and out, and it went over the goal line, so it's a corner kick coming up from the far side. First corner kick of the game. Everybody milling around out front. Headed away by Rouse. Good job by Rouse to get a head on it and knock it away. Papazoglu got to it, but when she tried to kick it by the defender deflected it, kept it in the zone. And skips by and goes out of play off Classical. 10 minutes in and counting the scoreless first half. Greater Boston League girls soccer, as Classical will get the throw in. Classical against Somerville. Somerville got a head on it. Classical got a foot on it, but knocked it right to Somerville. And he knocked it deep. Pass, blocked, trying to get it to Martinez. Somerville trying to let it go out of play, blocking everybody off. They finally realized it wasn't going out, so they got a foot on it. And I thought Somerville kicked it out, but they kicked it out off Classical. Let's go back in the Somerville end. Somerville kicks it away. They knock it deep. Duncan back there, foot race. Duncan got a foot on it and knocked it out. She was in a foot race with Adriana Taguya. Down the far side, trying to kick it out in front. They get it there. It took a bounce. Somerville knocked it home. They threw it across. It took a very big bounce. Baker came out to cut down the angle, and he tipped it right over Baker's head under the top crossbar, and all that pressure by Somerville pays off, and they get the first goal. Isabella Membrino Gomez. Gives Somerville the 1-0 lead early in this first half, but they kept the pressure on. Classical had one chance with Papazoglu, and Rafkine made an outstanding save. Other than that, it's been virtually all Somerville. But that was a case of they took it down the far side, threw it across. It took a huge bounce, went right by everybody. And Gomez sitting right on the doorstep. Baker got there, but she chipped it just over the head of Baker, and it snuck in under the top crossbar. I always call it that Grand Canyon, as I call the net, Baker. She only covers like half of the net height-wise, and he just snuck it over her head and got it under the top crossbar to give Somerville the 1-0 lead. Parker takes it away and knocks it away. And again, Somerville right back in the classical end. Trying to knock it deep. Duncan got a piece of it. And Escobar knocked it away. Parker battling. Gianna Parker, she lets you know that she's there. She doesn't back off from anybody. She battles her way through. There's Rouse kicking it upfield. Parker will go get it. Trying to tip it by. Couldn't. Parker was trying to get the call. They're going to call it out off her. And DeGoya will put it in play. Headed away by Duncan to Martinez. They take it away, and that ball bounced up. Either hit her on the hand or they called him offside. There were two white shirts breaking ahead of everybody. Klaska will get the free kick. Rouse will take it from her own 25-yard line. Mia Duncan takes it away. Trying to knock it deep. Defense blocks it. Bodies go down as Classical takes it away. They get it to Martinez. Trying to walk in. Defense took it away. Nice try by Martinez, but good defense by Somerville. Now we're coming back down that far side. They scored from here. With that pass that came out in front. Deflected. And he fanned on it, trying to center it. They get it back. And looked like it went in the net with the net moving, but it was off the side of the net from the far side. Couldn't get it to the middle. Mia Duncan, Papazoglu trying to get it to the middle. That was Lazo getting some extracurricular activity to get the ball loose. Duncan breaks it up. Lazo pass picked off. Nice defense by Smee. They knock it deep. Papazoglu is going to get there. She takes the shot, and she knocks it in the net from a tough angle. Ravkine made a great save on her before, and great hustle by Papazoglu. Looked like that ball might go out of play. She caught it. Just as she got in the end zone, she, from a very tough angle, she drilled it over the head of Ravkine. From the far side, she got it under the top crossbar inside the near post. Outstanding shot and hustle, and a great job by Papazoglu to get Klasko on the board and even the game. She's had both chances that Klasko has had. Rafkin made a great save the first time, and Papazoglu said, "You're not getting me this time. I'm not knocking it right into your midsection. I'm knocking it over your head." And that's exactly what she did. And knocked it from a tough angle. Outstanding scoring effort by Papazoglu. From long range, it gets deflected. Somerville will keep it in play. They try to center it. Rouse will knock it away. And that's going to go out of play, off to the left and out of play. Lined up a good hard shot from the 25-yard line. I think it was Brzezinski. Hard to read the numbers, especially from up here, especially me being as old as I am. Duncan will kick it away. And that's McKenna Duncan, because there's a couple of them. Just like there's a couple of Parkers. Duncan broken up, and then it gets knocked out by DeGuya. Both teams will make a substitution. And it will be McKenna Duncan putting it in play. Halfway through and counting this first half, Classical has just tied it up after Somerville took a 1-0 lead on a very pretty goal by Mia Papazoglu. Pass picked off. Liliana Parker broken up. They try to knock it deep. They knock it into the Classical bench area. And it was deflected by Classical. Potter with a couple of moves, still with it, takes the shot. Baker makes the save from just outside the 20-yard line. Camila Plata, left-footed, hit a line shot. Baker saw it all the way and made the save. And now inadvertently, Duncan tripped up olive red, and Somerville will get the free kick. It wasn't intentional, she just happened to lock ankles with red, and the shot will come from just inside the 20-yard line. Delia Richardson will take the shot. A little bit of an angle from the 18-yard line. Gets it to the net, takes a nice bounce. Baker got a good look at it, played it on a hop, and she'll kick it out. Good hard shot by Richardson, but it took a big hop, made it easy for Baker with nobody around. Somerville right back at it in the Classical end. They try to go to the near side. Lazo picked it off. Somerville knocks it out. Duncan will put it in play. McKenna Duncan. And that's Mia Duncan kicking it upfield. Classical winds up with it. They tip it ahead, looking for a break. Juarez had to hesitate or she would have been offside, and that allowed the defense to come up with the loose ball. Tipped away nicely. Paco with it. From long range, takes the shot Coming out, smothering it out in front of the net, is Rafkind. That was long range from Gianna Parker. Broken up nicely. That was Rouse trying to knock it deep. Here's Rouse breaking it up. She actually bounced it off Madison Flaherty. Nice job by Field stepping in and blocking that pass. Somerville gets it right back. Rouse. Nice job by Rouse. She waited long enough and then kicked it out off Somerville. Both teams will make substitutions. As we're coming up on 15 minutes left in this tied first half. Somerville knocks it deep. Baker will come all the way out of the net. Might have gone out. Somerville might have got there and saved it. But Baker made sure she went over and got it, and she'll kick it away. Kick to the middle. Knocked down by Somerville. Taken away by Klaskell. Foot race. Parker gets there first. Gianna Parker tried to center it. It bounced off Escobar. Parker gets it back. Escobar tipped it to Parker. Her would-be pass got deflected, and Somerville takes it back upfield. Rouse and Juarez combined to take it away. Down the far side, looking for Papazoglou. She scored from down that angle before. Somerville was just going to go out for a corner kick. They saved it, kicked it out. Klaskell will get the throw in down deep. Few fans here for early Thursday afternoon. That went out off Klaskell. While we're at it, our thoughts and our prayers go out to all the victims of the former storm. Helene, brutally, horribly doing so much damage. And now, all of a sudden, you try to get over all that mayhem, and here comes Milton. So God bless all those people suffering through those two horrible storms. Virtually getting wiped out. We hope and pray they'll get back on their feet and get whatever financial aid they need to get their lives back. And I know it's political time, but this is the time when Democrats and Republicans should get together and make sure that the victims of those states get whatever they need, and we hope and pray that God will help them and they'll get whatever they need so they can get back on their feet and have a very difficult time, but hopefully get their lives back in shape. And our thoughts and our prayers go out to all those. We pray for the souls that were lost, and we pray for all those that are going through these horrible times, as well as the victims through all those horrible war zones that every day have to wonder, is today the day that I'm going to get in the middle of a bomb or a gun and my life is going to be gone? All my family members are going to be gone. It's going to be a horrible way to live. God bless them all. And this is when you think, when you look and say, I thought I had a difficult time, or I thought I had a problem. Not even close. Classical trying to keep it away from the net. Mia Duncan got a piece. Classical finally clears it back to midfield. Got it all the way back to Loge. And Classical knocks it deep. Somerville gets there first, and they drilled it. Not going to knock it upfield. They drilled it right off Classical. Thank God that didn't hit him in the face or the head. It just deflected out, and they're okay. I think that was Papazoglu. Papazoglu's very happy she's back where she belonged, playing up front. She had to fill in last year as a goaltender, and that took away a big scoring opportunity for Classical. So she's happy she's back where she belongs and contributing to Classical's success. As we mentioned, they're already in the tournament. The next step would be to try and win the Greater Boston League Championship, and then to make waves in the state tournament. Shot, going to go way wide left, never got to the net, out of play. I think that was Plata. It wasn't Plata, it was Anika Johnson. Skips past everybody. Papazoglu tips it to Martinez. Lazo lost it. Duncan has it taken away. Lazo again pops it to the middle. This is Gianna Parker. Pops it up. And before Papazoglu could get there, Rafkin played it on a big hop, picked it off, and gets it back upfield. We're going to come down the near side. Nice defensive play. Tried to center the pass. Rouse just took it away. And she banged it out. Off Somerville. Nice defense by Katie Rouse, who does an excellent job back there on the back line. As well as Field and Liliana Parker, defense. And today it's McKenna Duncan back there. Usually it's Escobar. Somerville trying to center it. Takes a big hop right in the lap of Baker. Didn't leave a rebound. It's a good thing because there's a white shirt sitting right in her lap. Layla Smee was right there saying, I hope I get a rebound. Another nice pick by Rouse. Knocks it upfield. Martinez took it away, but then lost it out of bounds. And we'll have a substitution for Somerville. Another long day here at Manning Field. We got another triple header. Never a dull moment here at Manning Field. Yesterday was 2 soccer games and a field hockey game. And again, you might be able to see it on your TV. That sun comes and goes. Classical got a piece, broke up the pass, but it deflected out to the Classical bench area. Mia Duncan got a head on it. Classical trying to knock it deep. Defense got the adjust before Papazoglu was trying to tip it ahead. Somerville again down the near side, cutting to the middle. Pushing it ahead. They let it roll to Baker, and she'll kick it away. Haskell takes it away. Back checking by Martinez. Duncan was the recipient. Long pass picked off by Somerville. It skips right by everybody. Baker's got to come out because Somerville was going to beat him, Classical, to the ball. Smee was going to get there. Platt finally has it knocked off her foot. Haskell clears it away. Haskell kicks it upfield. Martinez looking to get it. Gets bumped off the play. Platt with a little bit of a hip check. Knocked the ball loose. Somerville off. Smee was going to walk in alone. And Baker come out, tipped just a little too far. Baker was able to beat Smee to the ball and gets to kick it away. Smee almost had one-on-one with Baker. Shot from long range is going to go wide left off the foot of Platt. One the score here in this Greater Boston League battle between the Glasgow Rams and the Somerville Highlanders. Glasgow will kick it away, but will make a substitution first for Glasgow. And I'm not sure now. I don't know if Somerville thought there was a timeout. The Somerville team was running to the Somerville bench. The goalie was running to the bench. I don't know why you call a timeout with just a little time left in the half. Glasgow kicks it away. That was kind of strange. Glasgow team stayed on the field. Somerville was heading to the bench. Glasgow knocks it out. And I think now, kind of a strange timeout with very little time left in the first half. Glasgow sees Somerville call a timeout. So we're in a timeout. 1-1 Glasgow Somerville in this Greater Boston League battle. So a strange timeout with 3:17 left in a 1-1 game. But we're back. Somerville will throw it in. Rose kicks it upfield, and Somerville will push it back just over midfield back to the Somerville end. Pass goes to Johnson, broken up. Lazo tips it. Martinez couldn't get to it. Rouse blocks it, pops it up. Papazoglu looking for it, gets a head on it, pushes it ahead, pops it up, and knocked it over the net and out of play. Great effort by Papazoglu. The ball was bouncing. She couldn't get control of it. And she finally got a head on it, but popped it up and over the net and out of play. And I guess they forgot to turn the clock on, because the clock still says 3:17. Martinez trying to keep it alive. Papazoglu shakes her head, can't believe it. It popped loose. She had it and could have got it behind Rafkind, but she lifted it over the net and out of play. Martinez did a nice job keeping it alive. Papazoglu that close to giving Classical a goal lead. That would have been huge going into halftime. We're down to the final 2 minutes and counting. The clock will be kept on the field by the official as they deflect it out off Somerville. So Papazoglu has been a going concern. She's had all kinds of opportunities. She's got the one goal. Rafkind made a great save to rob her earlier that would have given Classical a 1-0 lead. And then Martinez made that nice play to keep the ball alive. And Papazoglu just missed the net, got it up over the crossbar. And they blow the whistle, and that'll be the end of the first half. So Somerville will get out to a 1-0 lead, and a great hustle play by Papazoglu, knocking in from long range from a tough angle, even the score. And that's where we are at halftime. Classical 1, Somerville 1 in this Greater Boston League battle. Welcome back as we underway, and as we're underway, the sun comes out bright, sunny, and shiny again, as it's been popping back and forth. We're dead even. We're starting the second half the same way we started the first half. Dead even. One apiece. Somerville took a 1-0 lead, and then Papazoglu won an outstanding effort. Just the effort to get the shot was great, but then she knocked it home from a tough angle and got Classical back into a tie. And that's where we are as we start the second half. Papazoglu had really the only chances. Gianna Parker got one shot on net, but it was from way back deep, and just Rafkind just kind of came out and played it on a hop. It wasn't really a scoring opportunity. It was a shot on net, but it had no chance of going in. And that was all that Classical had. Somerville didn't really have that many chances either. They had a couple of loose balls out in front of the net that they couldn't get a hold of, that Classical was able to clear, but Baker didn't have to make any real big time saves. The one goal was a long pass, centering pass from the far side that took a big hop and bounced over everybody and wound up in front. And Gomez was sitting right on the doorstep. Couldn't have been in a better spot. She picked it up and just hit a little pop-up just over the head of Baker that got under the top crossbar. And that was what gave Somerville their 1-0 lead. Trying to tip it in front. Classical got a piece of it, knocked it out. I think it's still going to be a corner kick. They tried to save it from a corner kick, but they still kicked it out. And someone will get a corner kick from the far side. And here's that sun dwindling again. They pop it out in front. Loose, finally kicked away. Somerville got a foot on it. I think that was Johnson. It was loose out in front. Nobody could get a piece. One of the defenders kicked it away, put it right on the foot of Johnson, and she line drived it but got too much foot and kicked it high and out of play. And I said Johnson. It might have been Brzezinski. Again, difficult to pick up the numbers. Haskell banged it out off Somerville. They were looking to clear it down. They banged it off the Somerville player. And Glasgow will get the throw in way down deep. Oh, gets a head on it, knocks it out again. Went out into the Somerville bench area off Glasgow. So Somerville keeping it in the Glasgow end. Trying to get somewhere they can get a shot off. Boy, great save by Baker. I can't believe they didn't call offside. The shot was way offside. I think they called it. Baker's kicking it away. But they were way offside. Baker made a great save. They knock it deep. Here comes Papazoglu again. Sends it. It got blocked. Juarez falling down, trying to keep it alive, and Somerville knocked it away. Great hustle by Papazoglu yet again. And here's Rouse breaking up the play. Mia Duncan with it. Gianna Parker will track it down. Gets around one. Tries to center it. Somerville kicks it away. Mia Duncan keeps it in. And Somerville will push it upfield. With a rush. Long lead pass. Walking in. Scoring. Long lead pass. They walked in one-on-one, and they just drilled it inside the near post. Knocked out. It was either Johnson or Platt getting that pass. 7 and 9 are hard to distinguish. But they got the long pass. They got by the defense. It was one-on-one with Baker, and she had no chance. They just knocked it inside the near post, and Somerville's got their one-goal lead back. Knocked away. Yeah, left-footed kick. Might have missed the net, but Baker made the save. Oh, Glasgow's going to go to work again as they find themselves behind by a goal. Skips past Papazoglu. Juarez catching up and knocking it away nicely was Richardson. Duncan knocked it away. Oscar with the throw in. We're looking out, thinking it's Carolina Brzezinski who got that goal. It's hard to pick up the numbers, and then once they scored, there's a team wraparound. Everybody gets involved, everybody hugging and clapping and cheering, and everybody gets lost in the mayhem. Shot partially blocked, deflected, quietly went into the net. Baker able to make the save. And she boots it high to the near side. Papazoglou got a head on it. Juarez trying to collect. Parker has it knocked away. Tip down the far side. Nice job by Lazo to break that play up. She knocks it upfield. It skips past everybody. Tipped away. Parker trying to knock it deep. Somerville knocks to the near side. They knock it out. Juliana Parker with the throw-in. And it goes off Papazoglou and out of play. Went out off Somerville. Off Johnson. Knocked back upfield by Lowe's. Somerville saved it from going out, and then Lazo knocked it out. Lazo's trying to avoid 2 in a row losses at home. So back in the classical end. Tipped away. Cleared away. Off Parker's foot. Somerville gets it back. Tip to the middle. Knocked to the far side. Somerville still with it. They get it in the middle, looking to take the shot, can't get it off. It got blocked, but they hold on to it. And Oscar will knock it out. They were lining up a shot. Papazoglou got the foot on it and knocked it out. Nice job by Papazoglou breaking that pass up. Rouse with the nice defense takes it away. Tip, Papazoglou popped it up. Somerville finally kicks it out. I think that was Richardson, kicking it out. Leanna Parker will put it in play after we have a substitution. Leanna Parker pops it up, headed away by Somerville. Platt with it. And kicks it upfield, it gets deflected away. Duncan gets there. Somerville got there. Somerville knocked it out. I believe that was Gomez knocking it away. Rouse broken up. Somerville knocks it deep. Another foot race. Baker will come way out of the net. Emma Fields did a nice job blocking off Johnson, who was trying to get to the ball. As the lights come on here at Manning Field. Not bad now. When that sun comes up very brightly, you don't need them. Pass a little bit too far. Papazago keeps it alive. Martinez pops it up. Rathkind had to go high in the air, got two hands on it. Looked like it was going to be over her head. She got up just high enough to get two hands on it and knocked it away. Good bid by Martinez. Ariana with a nice bid. Glasgow got a corner kick as they got knocked out by Rathkind. Coming from the far side. Lazo with the kick. Gets it out in front. I think it was Somerville getting a foot on it and knocking it out. So Lazo will go from one side to the other. It'll be a corner kick from the near side this time. Everybody milling around the 10-yard line. They'll break to the net. And she comes forward with the kick. Out in front again. Somerville cleared it away, got deflected, and it bounced by. There was a classical player there. Might have been able to get her foot on it. But before she could, it was deflected away. Juarez trying to knock it to the far side. Mia Duncan pops it up. Juarez looking for it. Juarez sneaks in, took it away. Somerville knocked it out. Good hustle by Juarez. Dolce Juarez. Glasgow kept it in, but Somerville knocks it out. And they get around. Get control back. Platt. And finally gets knocked out by Rouse. And we'll have a substitution for Somerville. They center it. Somerville keeps it alive. I think it was Gomez who got a foot on it, but all she could do was just slow it down and leave it out in front of the net for Baker to grab and kick away. Somerville back at it. Here comes Platt. Pass blocked. Rouse, nice defense, took it away. Duncan. Pass picked off. Taken away nicely by Glasgow. Somerville right back at it. Glasgow trying to keep him away from the net. Liliana Parker got in front, got a piece, knocked it away, but couldn't go get it, and was finally knocked out by Glasgow. And Richardson will put it in play for Somerville. And Liliana Parker knocks it away. 2-1 Somerville here in the second half. They broke the tie. It was 1-1 at halftime. They led 1-0, so they got their one-goal lead back. And just keeping Glasgow away from Rathkind, as that was kicked way far to the left. Baker way outplayed on a hop. Just as she got it, there was a white shirt crossing right in front of her. Juarez picks up the loose ball. Still with it. Tips it to the far side. And great hustle by Lazo, but she couldn't get there in time. It was out of play. Wasn't from lack of effort she didn't get there. And Somerville very quickly takes it back to the classical end. Rouse does a nice job again, getting there, bouncing it off. Somerville out of play. Mia Duncan tips it ahead. Lazo with it. Tip to the middle. Lazo trying to get it to the far side. Martinez trying to keep it alive. Rouse again, breaks it up. It goes deep. Somerville couldn't get it before it went out. Halfway through and counting the second half with Somerville scoring and getting a 1-goal lead back. Papazoglu knocked it deep, but there's nobody there. And Somerville clears it quickly. Trying to knock it deep. Field stepped in and blocked it and knocked it away. And we'll have substitutions for both teams. Duncan steps in and picks that pass off. Glasgow's trying to knock the ball downfield, but there's nobody there when they do it. Somerville with a break. Rouse got a foot on it. Broke it up. Somerville trying to center it. Duncan, McKenna Duncan got a piece of it, knocked it out. Somerville will get a corner kick. They'll take that as opposed to a point-blank shot on Baker. Good defense by both Rouse and McKenna Duncan. Corner kick coming from the far side. Right out in front, right by everybody. Nobody touched it. Somerville gives it back. They kick it way wide of the net. Somerville got a head on, but they're going to call Somerville way offside. Richardson took the pass back. Long kick that went wide left. And there was still a couple of white shirts still in the end zone, way offside. Haskell takes it away. Mia Duncan. McKenna Duncan. Knocking it deep. Somerville's going to try and knock it out. They misfired. Martinez can't believe she didn't take that away. She would have been all by herself. they were going to knock it out, and he misfired and almost gave Martinez a scoring opportunity. They did give Classical a corner kick. And here we go again. Everybody will move to the net. Out in front, Somerville headed it away. Johnson knocks it upfield. Duncan gets there and knocks it out. Platt can't get the shot off. Turney still can't get the shot off. She beat one defender and ran into another one. Popped up. Knocked away. Perez had it taken away. Pass, looking to walk in. It hit the post. They took the shot and it hit the post. So it came awful close to giving them some breathing room. I think that was Olive Red, and I believe now as I look, I think it was Olive Red that got the goal. Trying to pick out who got it. You got Platt and Olive Red. Almost similar with their hair down their back. But that was Oliver Red who walked in, got a foot on it, and beat the defense actually, but wound up hitting the post. Came that close to make it 3-1. Now she's back, centering it. Juarez knocks it away. Classical clears it. Parker popped it up. As the sun comes back out strong again. Off to the left. And now Somerville knocks it out. Liliana Parker will put it in play. Classical volleyball team just got a very big win in the conference. I believe it was against Malden. Malden had beaten them. And if Malden had won, Malden, it would have been tied for first, but Malden would have had the tiebreaker. Instead, Classical is now in first place looking to win the conference yet again. They've been very strong in volleyball in the conference. And with just over 12 minutes left, we're going to time out. Chances for Classical have been few and far between. Apazoglu had a few. Martinez just had a almost. Somerville has taken advantage of their chances, although they just missed one when they hit the post. Rouse is now playing up front. He saved it from going out. Apazoglu got a foot on it. Now it gets knocked out by Richardson. And that sun is just bright enough so now when you look to the left, you get blinded. Bodies go down as the ball got hit out. And we got Glasgow player down. She's up, so we're thankful for that. They called it off Glasgow. Mia Duncan keeps it in the Somerville end, trying to get to the corner. Blocked. And Somerville takes it away. Trying to knock it deep. They knock it to the near side. Boy, she looked like she was offside. And they score. It certainly looked like she was offside. But that's going to give them some breathing room. Leela Smee gets the goal. And now, very difficult job for Classical. As Rafkine comes out, picks it off, throws it upfield. So we'll put the pressure back on. They made a couple of nice passes. Breaking down the right side, Smee walked right in, and it's just trickled inside the far post, just popped inside. It actually hit the inside part of the post. It was in the net, and it popped out. Duncan pops it away and knocks it out. So we'll get the throw in down deep as we've got 10 minutes and counting left. Brianna Parker looking for it. Gets it. Kicks it upfield, but there's nobody there. Haskell is just content to kick those long kicks, but they're having difficulty completing them to anybody. They were lining up a shot, couldn't get it off. Platt gives it up. Tipped up in front. Duncan knocks it away. Somerville got a foot on it. Papazoglu hustling. And goes out of play. Off Somerville. So the clock is the enemy now for Glasgow. Somerville has got breathing room. Making a 2-goal game. So Glasgow needs 2 to get back into a tie they once were at halftime. And time is of the essence. So they gotta get a quick giddy up in their step. They throw it in. Martinez trying to keep it alive. It went out. Off Martinez. Somerville will get to kick it away as the sun now shrinks behind the trees over by the cemetery. It's been bobbing in and out all night. Now I guess they're calling it off Somerville. And Glasgow's going to get the corner kick. Everybody was going upfield thinking it was the other way. Somerville heads it up. Big hop, and they clear it away. Martinez hustles. Gets control. Glasgow trying to center it. Somerville kicks it away. And Somerville kicks it deep. Duncan got a piece. And now Duncan takes the Somerville player down. And Somerville will get a free kick from the 20-yard line. Over by the far side. And it'll be Richardson taking it. Right at the 20. to the net. Big hop. Baker able to make the save. It slips past Papazoglu. Martinez trying to get there. Papazoglu thought that pass was going to be blocked. And by the time she realized it was not, it was too late to go get it. She might have been able to tip it and walk in. Somerville collects that long pass. They tip it by. Baker will come out and make the play as Duncan kept the would-be scorer away. Martinez goes down again. They're letting him play a little bit. Liliana Parker's pass blocked. Glasgow kicks it upfield. Somerville knocking it back. Papazoglu got a piece of the pass. And it went out off Glasgow. Substitution for Somerville. So we reach 5 minutes left. The clock now goes off and it'll be kept by the officials down on the field. Duncan kicks it away. And that's just been it for Glasgow. Just kick it upfield, but they haven't been able to collect any of the long passes. Somerville's defense has just been there to knock it away. Parker with it. And a pass. Just tipping it away, nobody there. They get around. They knock it deep. And Lazo will knock it out. So it appears as though it's going to be 2 in a row at home losses for Glasgow. They're going to drop to 9-3-1. Somerville's going to go to 9-3-1. So they'll be dead even. I don't know if this is a split for Somerville because I don't know if they played Somerville yet at Somerville. But it's just now a question of the official blowing the whistle and ending this because this one is over. Somerville got a goal in the first half from Isabella Membreno Gomez to make it 1-0. Maya Papazoglu had an outstanding game. She got robbed, trying to make it 1-1 on a tremendous save by Julia Rathkind. And then she had another opportunity. She beat everybody to the ball, got it before it went out of play from a very tough angle in the end zone from the far side. She was able to get a foot on it, kick it, and knock it over the head of Rathkind from the far side, under the crossbar, inside the near post. That tied it at 1, and it ended at halftime like that. We believe it was Olive Red who wound up with a couple of balls being kicked away, bounced away, deflected. She wound up all alone and banged it by Megan Baker to break the tie to make it 2-1. That'll be the winning goal. And then a giveaway wound up with a breakaway by Layla Smee, a long pass. She got loose down the near side, walked right in, right on top of Baker, and just banged it by, making it 3-1, and that's going to do it as they blow the whistle. So, unfortunately for Classical, this is their second loss in a row at home. Somerville, it'll be a happy bus ride back for them as they win it by a score of 3-1, breaking the 1-1 tie, getting 2 in the second half. Somerville will go to 9-3-1. Classical will drop to 9-3-1. I think it's over. They're still hanging around. I don't know if anybody called a timeout. With time winding down, the officials stay here, so I guess we still have time left. But the one goal by Papazoglu, she was robbed before, had a couple of other chances. She had an outstanding effort, and it wasn't enough. Her goal tied it at 1, but Somerville gets 2 in the second half, and they're going to get a big win. As I said, it'll be a happy bus ride back to Somerville as they're going to win it 3-1 over the Rams. Second loss in a row at home for the Rams. Both teams are going to end up 9-3-1. It'll be Somerville going up to 9-3-1. It'll be Classical dropping down to 9-3-1, and that was a timeout. So we still have a little bit of time left in this one, but it's been over since Leela Smee got that wide open one-on-one with Baker and knocked it home to make it 3-1. So a tough loss for the Rams. Still in the hunt for the league championship, already in the state tournament. Jessica Kambala, we mentioned, doing an outstanding job as it goes in to the Somerville bench here at Classical, hustling, but to no avail here. Classical was just unable to really get any offense going. They had a couple of corner kicks that had possibilities that Somerville was able to clear away. They had 2 great shots by Papazoglu, one that Rafkin made a great save on, and the other one that she beat Rafkin from a tough angle that tied the game up. She's had an outstanding game, but just not enough, as Classical was content to just try and kick the ball out of their own end, kick it long. Somerville has spent most of the game in the Classical end, and it turned into 3 big goals as the ball goes out of play. Can't be a lot of time left. Strange timeout with time running down in a 2-goal game, just as it was in the first half. A timeout with 3 minutes left in the first half. Cleared away, Somerville tracks it down. Kick from long range, headed away. Somerville keeps it in, and the shot goes wide left and out of play. So it was a very long 5 minutes. So Gomez, and we believe we missed that second goal. We believe it was Olive Red. We named a couple of people. We believe it was Olive Red. The last one, the clincher by Leah Smee. Papazoglu had the lone goal that made it a tie at halftime, 1-1. They get a soft shot on that. Baker makes the save. Baker had really no chance on any of the 3 goals. She made a couple of big-time saves. Bodies go down, and they're still letting them play. Now they blow the whistle, and that'll do it. Somerville will be off to celebrate with their goaltender, Julia Rafkin, who made that very big play off Papazoglu early that could have changed the mode of the game. And Somerville, 2 goals in the second half, wipes out the 1-1 tie after Papazoglu tied it up for Classical. And Somerville will ride home to Somerville with a 3-1 win over Glasgow. As we mentioned, both teams will finish the game 9-3-1. So 3-1, Glasgow goes down to defeat to the Somerville Highlanders. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.